The guy with the massive, blinged-out medallion was walking our way. 2 enormous security guards were on either side of him. Jay exclaimed with a lot of excitement. "Hey, what's going on?" After being exposed by Britney Spears in her latest book for acting like a culture vulture and acting black, Justin Timberlake has finally answered. But his reaction did little to support his position. But the much-anticipated, awaited autobiography of Britney, The Woman and Me, is now available, and it's packed with shocking revelations about Justin, who for years painted himself as a victim and exploited Britney's hardships to boost his own career. Following her outing him for infidelity and coercing her into an abortion, Britney disclosed that Justin would also pretend to be black when he interacted with others. We could perhaps explain this to Justin's youth and ignorance if he hadn't repeatedly demonstrated his willingness to discredit black musicians in order to protect his own reputation. After essentially copying all he could from Janet's brother Michael, Justin enabled Janet Jackson to be demonized during the Super Bowl event, as we all know. Not to be forgotten is Pharrell's previous admission that nearly every song on Justin's debut album was rejected by Michael Jackson. Britney is back to remind us of all of this and more, and Justin's reaction has just served to highlight his guilt. Let's dissect it. As Justin Timberlake genuinely said, "What goes around comes back around." I simply felt it had to have that mindset, even though I had no idea it would. While Britney was under conservatorship, Justin took advantage of her quiet for years, using her name to further his own career. However, that time is now behind us, and Britney is sharing her side of the tale. In her brand new biography, Britney drops some shocking details about her relationship with Justin, including the fact that he is a culture vulture. The most notable instance of this, of course, was at the 2004 Super Bowl halftime show, when Justin sang alongside Janet Jackson and tore her dress. Regardless of whether this incident was planned or not, Justin's post-event behavior revealed his genuine nature. Janet was mistreated by the media, who held her responsible for allegedly hurting the public. Meanwhile, Justin played the victim and claimed that the episode had embarrassed him. Janet was compelled to apologize in public and lost her invitation to the Grammy Awards in the interim. The week following the Super Bowl was the Grammy Awards, and Janet was supposed to do a Luther Vandross homage. Les Moonves, the former CEO of Viacom, revoked Janet's invitation, and he also mandated that all of her hits and music videos be removed from CBS, MTV, and all radio stations affiliated with Infinity Broadcasting Group. By the way, this is the same Les Moonves who was eventually forced to resign from his position as chairman of CBS following allegations of sexual harassment made by several women. After the Super Bowl episode, Les, however, had no problem with Justin performing at the Grammys. In fact, Justin won the Grammy for Best Male Pop Vocal Performance for the song Cry Me a River, which he wrote about his divorce from Britney. However, it didn't end there. Because of the Super Bowl episode, Janet missed a lot of other possibilities, and Justin stood by and did nothing to defend her. In a biopic, Janet had been chosen to portray singer and civil rights leader Lena Horne. However, the controversy surrounding the Super Bowl forced her to step down. Disney even took down a statue of Mickey Mouse from Disney World in Orlando, donning Janet's famous Rhythm Nation attire because the industry was so determined to demonize the singer. However, Justin's career was unaffected in the slightest, and the mainstream media gave minimal attention to his involvement in the episode, noting it only in passing and focusing all of their attention on Janet. Nevertheless, Janet always acted honorably and refrained from openly criticizing Justin. But when she said on the Oprah Winfrey Show in 2006 that she truly believed Justin to be her buddy, you could see how heartbroken she was. After years of silence and social media outcry triggered by the famed Britney Spears documentary, Justin finally apologized in 2021. The absolute least he could have done was stand up for Janet or ask her to perform with him. The fact that Justin stole so much from Janet Jackson's brother Michael Jackson, and that Pharrell acknowledged writing the songs on Justin's debut album Justified for Michael Jackson makes the situation worse. Indeed, many pop and R&B artists have been influenced by Michael in some manner. But Justin's act of publicly praising Michael while disparaging his sister was a clear indication of his true priorities. However, Justin disregarded other Black artists as well, even though he claimed to be inspired by Janet and Michael. Despite being aware of Prince's feelings toward holograms, Justin declared back in 2018 that he will perform at the Super Bowl using one of the artist's holograms. In a previous interview, Prince was questioned about the technology that allows performers to share the stage with departed artists and whether or not he would ever contemplate doing something similar. Nevertheless, Justin attempted to unveil a Prince hologram 2 years after the Prince's passing. In the end, Justin announced he wouldn't be employing the hologram after receiving a lot of negative feedback from fans. He nevertheless delivered his song and performed in front of a big video projection of Prince. It's also crucial to remember that Prince wasn't even fond of Justin, and that the two of them had a minor falling out years prior. At the Emmy after-party, Prince made fun of Justin after the release of his song Sexy Back by shouting to the audience, "For whoever is claiming that they are bringing sexy back, sexy never left." Prince took home the Golden Globe for Best Original Song a few months later, and Justin was the one to deliver it. The Prince, however, declined to go, and Justin took the chance to make fun of the Prince's height. Many Black musicians then voiced their disgust, pointing out that Justin only appropriates Black culture when it fits him. Chris Rock provided the finest explanation, I think. Regarding Justin pretending to be Black, Britney tells a hilarious story about how Justin attempted to pass for Black in front of singer Genuine in her memoir. Actress Michelle Williams narrates Britney's book, and her portrayal of Justin's phony accent had fans laughing uncontrollably. After Justin faced more criticism following this section of Britney's memoir, he made the decision to respond to these accusations. He was unable to accomplish it on his own, so he had his PR criticize Britney subtly for bringing up the past. In an attempt to ignore Britney's memoir, Justin has been concentrating on his own family. According to Justin's insider, Justin has made an effort to support Britney from a distance in recent years. Even though they broke up so long ago, he still thinks highly of her. Instead than focusing on the past, Justin and Jessica just want everyone to change in advance. However, fans aren't amused by Justin's dubious reaction, because during Britney's conservatorship, Justin was the one who brought up their relationship frequently for media attention. But suddenly, he's not worried about it anymore. One enthusiast once remarked, really, because 10 years after it happened, he had no trouble discussing taking her virginity in front of an elite. But she needs to stop bringing up the past since she spoke her truth after being mistreated and suppressed. How come? Since she continued to show him more respect than he had ever shown her, it refutes the story he had been pushing for years about her. He is abhorrent. I'm so glad more women are realizing how vile and vicious Justin Timberlake has always been, commented another fan. Prince didn't like him either for a reason. He disregards the legends in order to capitalize on the Black music culture. But do you agree with Justin's criticism of Britney for bringing up the past? And do you believe Justin is deserving of the moniker culture vulture? The revelations in Britney Spears' autobiography, The Woman in Me, have shed light on the actions of Justin Timberlake. His history of exploiting her for personal gain and questionable behavior in the past has left many questioning his integrity. From the infamous Super Bowl incident with Janet Jackson to his treatment of other Black artists, it's clear that Justin's actions have not always aligned with his public image. As we reflect on Justin's response to these accusations, it's essential to consider whether he truly deserves the label of a culture vulture. The debate rages on, with some defending his recent actions and others pointing to a pattern of behavior that suggests otherwise. The story of Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears serves as a reminder of the importance of holding public figures accountable for their actions and ensuring that they align with the values they claim to uphold. Drop your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe to us for more celebrity gossip. Thanks for watching.